Have you ever wondered what this is? If you have ever traveled through Thailand, whether as a backpacker on a motorbike, a family riding in a van, or someone simply staring out of a bus window, you may have noticed something curious along the roads. Small wooden houses. Some are beautifully carved, some look old and weather-beaten, some are freshly painted with bright colors, and others are quietly fading under the sun and rain. They stand near highways, at sharp curves, beside bridges under trees, or at lonely intersections where traffic never seems to sleep. To many visitors, they look like tiny shrines. To some, they look mysterious. To others, they are simply another exotic detail of Southeast Asia. But to Thai people, these small houses are called san, spirit houses, or shrines for guardian spirits. Thai grandparents, long before traffic lights, GPS, and car insurance existed, believed deeply in the unseen world. They believed that land was never empty, that every place had a presence, and that not everything important could be seen with human eyes. Forests, rivers, crossroads, and even roads themselves were got to be shared spaces between humans and spirits. Long ago, when roads were carved through jungles and villages were connected by narrow paths, accidents happened often. Carts overturned, animals were startled, travelers lost their way, and some never returned home. Over time, stories began to circulate. People spoke of restless spirit souls of those who had died suddenly, tragically, or without proper rituals. These spirits, it was believed, remained near the place of their death, wandering confused and sometimes angry. One belief says that roadside shrines were built to give these spirits a home. Instead of leaving them to wander endlessly, people offered them a place to stay. A small house. A roof. Offerings of food, water, flowers, and incense. In return, the spirit would calm down, find peace, and stop causing misfortune to those who passed by. It was not fear alone that built these shrines, but compassion. A quiet acknowledgement that death does not always come gently, and that even after life ends, respect still matters. Another belief tells a different story. Some people believe these shrines are not for wandering souls at all, but for sacred guardians. Powerful beings invited to watch over dangerous roads, sharp curves, and accident-prone areas. By placing a shrine there, locals symbolically ask for protection not only for themselves, but for everyone who uses that road. Truck drivers, motorcyclists, children going to school, travelers returning home at night. In this belief, the shrine becomes a silent guardian. It does not stop accidents by magic, but it reminds people that the road is not just asphalt and steel. It is a shared space where lives cross paths, where carelessness can turn fatal in seconds. You may notice offerings placed inside or around these shrines: elephant statues, horses, dancers, garlands of marigolds, bottles of water or soda, even snacks. These are not decorations. They are gestures of gratitude, promises fulfilled, or prayers whispered quietly by someone who survived an accident, avoided danger, or simply made it home safely. But here is the most important part. Even in Thailand, many people will tell you honestly, this is belief, not certainty. Shrines do not replace responsibility. Spirits do not excuse recklessness. And no sacred object can protect someone who drives without care, without awareness, without respect for life. Thai elders often say that the strongest protection is mindfulness. Keeping your eyes open. Your mind calm. Your speed reasonable. Your attention on the present moment. In the end, these roadside shrines are not just about spirits. They are reminders. They remind us that someone once lost their life there. They remind us that the road demands respect. They remind us that humans, despite technology and progress, still seek meaning when faced with danger and uncertainty. So the next time you travel through Thailand and see a small wooden house standing quietly by the road, do not rush past it without a second glance. Whether you believe in spirits or not, it stands there for a reason. A story. A memory. A warning. And perhaps a gentle whisper telling you to slow down, stay aware, and arrive home safely. Because in the end, the truest protection does not come from the unseen world but from the choices we make behind the wheel.